Kanye West coon levels are over 9,000.
Now available in paperback and Kindle Unlimited. John Haynes, the man with nothing to lose. The man who rules the world runs into the irresistible force of a man with nothing to lose in this action-packed, all-new John Haynes series adventure. Get the regular and variant editions of John Haynes, the man with nothing to lose on Amazon.com today.
I have to wonder if we need to change Kanye West's name to Kanye West because it's looking like your Kanye West is looking to put on a minstrel show to try to get brownie points with white supremacists. Now, some would say that your Kanye West is acting out because he's possibly mentally ill, but there's no excusing your Kanye West statements as related to the murder of George Floyd. Now, in a recent interview on the Drink Champ show, your Kanye West was talking about a documentary produced by your Candace Owens regarding the death of George Floyd, and it looks like he's going along with the narratives that your Coon Dance Owens is promoting in her documentary, where they're trying to say that the murder of George Floyd was a death by fentanyl, not based on the police officer Derek Chauvin putting his knee on George Floyd's neck. And this is just a case of your Coon Dance Owens and your Kanye West looking to go out here and try to gaslight black people and people all over the world into trying to believe a narrative that the entire world already knows is a lie, because the facts are staring us all in the face as related to the murder of George Floyd, and the entire world saw your Derek Chauvin putting his knee on George Floyd's neck for 9 minutes and more, and also saw your George Floyd wind up passing away in front of us. And the whole Minneapolis coroner's report says that George Floyd's death was due to the police officer's knee asphyxiating him, not because of fentanyl. So what your Kanye West is saying here is just him saying things that just completely do not fit any of the facts as related to the case of George Floyd, and his statements really show us that your Kanye West is somebody that the black community really needs to deal with, because even though this man possibly might be mentally ill, he is a clear and present danger to foundational black Americans, because what your white supremacists will do with a town idiot like a Kanye West is they will go out here and use him as a tool to undermine foundational black Americans as we are out here looking to go out here and get tangibles like justice from the American criminal justice system, because what they do with village idiots like your Kanye West is your white supremacists use guys like Kanye West to go out here and promote narratives that allow them to get a pass for the anti-black racism that they actively participate in. Because when you've got your clowns like your Kanye West and your Coon Dance Owens out here, going out here pushing narratives to try to tell people that, oh, George Floyd's death wasn't a homicide, what they're doing is looking to try to undermine our quest to get tangible justice. And again, this is why individuals like Kanye West, they really need to be checked, because the statements that they make are extremely dangerous to foundational black Americans. And these two crash test dummies, when they go out here and make these kinds of statements, again, what they do is give your white supremacists the person that they can go out here and say is saying things that are counter to our agenda, and then they will use individuals like this as buffers to prevent us from being able to get justice. Now, your Kanye West has been and Candace Owens have been going on a tear, first with these White Lives Matter shirts, basically showing us that they are turning into agents of white supremacy. These are not black people who are talking about being black conservatives or talking about having it being on a conservative discourse. No, these are certified minstrels who are looking to buck dance and bojangle and bootlick for white supremacy and looking to go out here and excuse the behavior of racists and white supremacists like the rogue police officer Derek Chauvin, who murdered George Floyd in cold blood, and as the video was recording, had nothing but malice aforethought as he was taking George Floyd's life. But your Kanye West wants us to believe that George Floyd's death was fentanyl, but George Floyd's death was not fentanyl, because when we look at the video, it's basically Derek Chauvin's knee on George Floyd's neck that cost that man his life. And you'll have people like your Candace Owens and your Kanye West looking to go out here and excuse that behavior because they think if they go out here and they are bootlicks for the white supremacists, they will go out here and be able to get a pass in society. But there is no pass when you're dealing with the white supremacists, because those black folks who go out here and look to try to make deals with white supremacy usually wind up getting a raw deal at the end of the day. And again, when I'm looking at your Kanye West and I'm listening to his statements, again, they sound like the statements from someone who really doesn't know the facts and is being led like a slave to believe that the things that are out here are true. I mean, he's listening to a Candace Owens documentary, but your Candace Owens documentary, I would have to question it if it's out here making statements like this, because that doesn't really, again, seem like objective journalism. No, it seems like more docuganda, but this docuganda is coming from the far right, and it's looking like to me that your Kanye West and your Candace Owens are looking like a pair of crash test dummies for the far right, and they, again, are looking like they are being set up to hit a wall at 100 miles an hour by making a stupid statement like this. And again, these types of black folks are, again, dangerous to the black community because they allow false narratives from white supremacists to be perpetuated, and they are allowing these white supremacists to go out here and push narratives that aren't true and try to make them the daily word. So that's the danger of having someone out here like a Kanye West who has not been mentally right ever since his mother passed away. And while he was out in Hollywood doing things like simping on Kim Kardashian, it looks like he was only a harm possibly to himself, but his behavior has become more erratic ever since his marriage with Kim Kardashian ended. And first he was out here looking to make statements that could be considered threats to your Pete Davidson with that whole figure he put in the ground and then put flowers over it. That was a sign to me of danger. But what's even more dangerous about your Kanye West, as related to his issues with Kim Kardashian, is the political statements he is making right now as related to that White Lives Matter t-shirt, and now trying to excuse the death of George Floyd, trying to blame it on fentanyl, not Derek Chauvin, the man who murdered him. This is showing me that this man is a threat to others and himself, because he's out here parroting the narratives of your white supremacists. And that's a threat to us, because if we got somebody out here looking to go out here and try to influence black people, this man is a danger because he is out here telling lies to black people, and he's a danger because he's sitting here telling a lie that could basically give more of these racists a pass to go out here and think that it's okay to kill and hurt black people. That's what's dangerous about a Kanye West, and that's why he's somebody who should not be given a microphone. Now, I'm all for free speech, but when you have a village idiot going out here and making statements, something has to be done to deal with the village idiot before he says something that's as destructive as saying that George Floyd's death was based on fentanyl and not a police officer's knee, even in the face of reports from a coroner that called this a homicide, and the fact that we had two trials, one that was for the conviction of Derek Chauvin for the murder of George Floyd in the first degree, and two, we had a federal trial that said that your Derek Chauvin and his partners violated George Floyd's civil rights. But this is the danger of black people going out here and standing at the side of celebrities, and as the late Malcolm X said, making your celebrities your leaders, because it's clear that your Kanye West couldn't even lead himself in life. And this man is out here making statements as related to politics that are very dangerous. And again, this is why we should not be following celebrities, because this celebrity is Arkham certified, and this Arkham certified celebrity is, again, is a danger as an influence, because what your white supremacists will do is weaponize a guy like a Kanye West and a Candace Owens, and they will take both of those individuals and use them as a weapon to push their anti-black racism, and that is the clear and present danger of a Kanye West, and having Kanye West go out here and make statements like this. It is statements like this that the entire black community need to go out here and stand up and stand against, because we can't have village idiots going out here and making statements like this and being the face of the black community. And it's time that black people started walking away from toxic celebrities like your Kanye West, because your Kanye West clearly is somebody who clearly needs help. And the whole thing is, most people don't see how your Kanye West, again, has serious issues. And when I listen to the statements he made as related to this whole situation, it's showing me that, again, there's some people in Black Hollywood we can't trust, and it's this bootlick class we're having problems with, and we really need to stop listening to these bootlicks, because clearly they don't care about the black community. They want to generate controversy for themselves, but when you make statements like this, you put the entire black community in jeopardy, and that's why we can't trust these kinds of celebrities. Now, if you want to see me make more videos like this, you can donate to my Patreon, my PayPal, and my Cash App by clicking the links in the description box. And if you want to pick up some of my positive black fiction on the SJS Direct imprint, like the ISIS series, the E-Steam series, the John Haynes series, and the books of the Spinster Relic trilogy, you can find all of those books on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle format. You can also find them on Smashwords, the iBook Store, and Google Play. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.
Now available in paperback and e-readers, John Haynes, Taking Care of Business. The man who rules the world breaks in a brand new partner to help him take care of business in this action-packed, all-new John Haynes series adventure. Get John Haynes, Taking Care of Business at paperback and e-readers at online booksellers everywhere.